What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, CarzakTheBull, bringing you some content for Infinite Magicraid. Now let's get into the video. We are going to be talking about who do you feed your legend dragon eyes into, and it's one of those where you're like, ooh, who deserves it? Who deserves it? Well, we put together a little video. I just spoke with ACOS as well, and we put together a little video, or a list, shall we say, of heroes that deserve it. That deserve that legend eye. You know, it's worth $100. So we'll go through some of them. There's not too many, okay? We've got to keep it limited because it's a very limited resource, and you should use it only on heroes that are gonna always benefit from it. Always benefit from it. Okay, so we're gonna start talking. First things first, I'm gonna go through each hero. And then I'm gonna, after I've listed them all, for some of you that are probably like, right, okay, well, I've heard enough. I don't need to watch any more Carzak. So I'm gonna save them all first, and then I'm gonna go through each one and why. Okay, I think that's fair. But I do advise that you do watch the entire thing so you know how far to go. But for now, we're gonna say Hisonia. 100% Hisonia. Definitely deserves them. Nasil deserves it up to his E1, okay? Like, for sure, guaranteed up to E1. Melia, obviously, deserves your legend eye. Bari deserves your legend eye. Bari does deserve it. Zia deserves the legend eye. Moving on. And I hate to go past some of these, okay? I really do. But it's a limited resource, and it's important that you feed it into the right heroes. Now, Margarita, E1. Okay, no further. E1. Elena deserves them all day long. Right up through. Tuck deserves them. Tuck definitely deserves it. Arguably E1 and no more. Arguably E1, okay? Hisaro deserves them. All the way, to be honest. All the way to E3. You're getting close to the end now. Quinlan deserves them. Now, the thing on Quinlan, I said I was going to go through each one, but I'm not. I've made it slow. I'm actually explaining. It's important that you at least have level 2 and desirably level 3 for Quinlan to help you in the dungeon runs. Okay, because he's just, you know, increasing his tummy is huge. And this is also very nice. You know, it's really it's very important for Quinlan to be very useful to us in dungeon runs, etc. Asindo 100% deserves that first one for E1. 100%, like, yeah, all day long. All day long. It just makes your life so much easier. So much easier. No one in Nameless Brotherhood. No one in Nameless Brotherhood. Now, Wizard's Eye. Nidrold. Wait, can you still see Nidrold here? He's behind my head, isn't he? Nidrold. First character there. Just definitely deserves all the eyes. Alec. The robot, the third one in, deserves the eyes. And last but not least, Slaval, the chick with, I think she got purple hair, right? It's not blue. I'm colorblind, so it's hard for me. You know, she definitely deserves them. You know, arguably 100% E1, and then settle down a little bit. Don't just think, oh, okay, well, I can put it into level 2, level 3. Settle down a bit on that. Alec. Again, you know, each one makes him stronger all the way. Especially once he gets to level 3, he's just friggin' fantastic. Nidrold just gets stronger every single exclusive. Very important. Very, very important. So you really should be saving your eyes, okay? Don't just think, well, I haven't got any of these heroes. The likelihood is if you love the game and you're playing the game, you're going to get them in the end, all right? And you're going to regret if you don't have these eyes left. Again, E1 on Asindo is so needed. All the exclusives on Quinlan is massive. Tuck. Essentially, you get his first one. The others are nice, but they're not required. They're not required. The second one, arguably, the effect resistance increase is big. Elena, they're just massive exclusives. You know, AoE speed down is lovely. I know we've got this broken Nicholas coming, but the shield increase and the increases the crit damage of all allies as well is very nice. Is very nice. Yeah, I think we're like there, aren't we? Azir, obviously, every single one just makes her stronger and stronger and stronger. Bari, every one makes him stronger and stronger and stronger. Melia, you know, she's worth going all the way through, especially for this increased damage as well under Valkyrie status. Nasil, again, E1 is required, like 100% required. The others are situational. Hazonia, absolutely massive. Definitely to level 2. I wouldn't use an eye on level 3, though. I wouldn't use an eye on level 3. And that's it, right? That is it. Now, questionable ones. Questionable exclusives. Questionable ones. You could potentially use it for Hoth for that increase on the attack. Just up to his first one. For the attack boost for allies when that enemy has been killed. But it's debatable. It's debatable. It's very debatable. Another debatable one is Luz. You know, Luz can become pretty strong. It's very niche, though. You know, it's not going to help you in a huge amount of content. Yoko is another debatable one. And this is if you've, like, you're stacked in heroes and you need to put an eye on someone. It's questionable. You could put them into Yoko. The same for Sigmund, but he would need a lot more exclusives. Like, not the early ones. Not the early ones. I think Slack, though, can become very good with his exclusives, but, you know, in comparison to the ones we first listed, these are heroes that you would do if the others are done. If the others are done. Taff is another one you could possibly put them into, for this for set the duration of the buffs is nice. And if you're on a poison team, you're probably going to want the level 3 as well. Maeve is another situational one, just for her level 1, so that we don't have to put any effect on her for that defense down. And the extra slumber mark is nice, for slowing down the enemy. Megan needs E3 all day long to be useful. Besmok really needs E2 plus to be very, very useful. Yeah, I mean, I am still being careful with suggestions here. I am still being careful with suggestions. Dario is another very good hero, but, you know, he does become very nice. He becomes very strong. But again, it's situational. And Mewtwo becomes very, very strong. He's a big single target damage dealer. And I mean, yeah, we've covered everyone now. So everyone I mentioned in this video, especially early on, are the ones you really want to focus on. And those others there at the end are more situational. Okay? They're more situational. So I hope this gives some of you an idea of who we feel are very valuable legend dragonizing. And, you know, I hope no one's making mistakes and feeding them into someone that doesn't quite deserve them. You know, who's going to help us the most in the game. So, that's it for now, guys. Enjoy. Have a great day or evening, wherever you are. Take care.